Hello, good morning and welcome to the next session. Now today I am going to talk about malicious executable in data science or generally in terms of the security. So as I explained you last time also, security is the most important concern for all of us irrespective of the discipline. So data science also uses a lot of security features, or data science can be used for securities for various reasons. And one of the security flaw or one of the security problem is malicious executable. So what are they, how they affect the system and how to protect them. So with this, let us see what is a malicious executable. A code which is going to be executed on your system or remotely or physically on your system, and it will corrupt the data and try to steal some information from the system. That is the usual definition or usual understanding of the word malicious executable. So let us see a good definition. A malicious executable is defined to be a program that performs a malicious function, such as compromising a system security, damaging a system, or obtaining sensitive information without the user permission. So I want to obtain your account detail, money transaction, account, which branch, every detail regarding the financial transaction. I want to know everything about your stock pricing, stock you have. So this kind of information, when they are being collected by a system or by a code, and that code is called as a malicious executable code. So it is a code which is comprising your security, damaging your system, or getting personal information for a fraudulent gain or fraudulent activity. So let us see some example of a malicious code. So taking advantage of a common system vulnerability. Vulnerability means when you open the door, the chances of attacking are more. So when your port is open, your system is unsecured, your system is not properly configured, you have more vulnerability to the outside world. So taking advantage of common system vulnerabilities, malicious code example include computer viruses. I think all of us know about the computer viruses, worms, Trojan horses, logic bomb, spyware, adware, and backdoor program. So these are some of the example of a malicious code executable. Some of them they sit silently, some of them work on a particular date, some of them just open your camera and see the activity, or at the end at the background they see your activity or the key punches on the keyboard. So these are all the vulnerabilities of your system, and the system is going to get affected by the malicious code. Visiting infected website or clicking on a bad email link or a attachment are always for a malicious code to sneak into your personal system information. So whenever I get a mail from an unknown person, and if there is a attachment, we have a temptation to look what is there in the attachment. So don't get with the panic of the temptation. Look at the mail, look at the website from where it has come, and is it a known to you or a unknown to you, and does it contain any link or a attachment. So always look for this kind of things in order to protect yourself. So what is malicious software? An example, in general, a malicious software is called as a malware or malware. So malware or malware, short form the malicious software, refers to any intrusive software developed by a cyber criminals. Next time I am going to talk about the cyber crime, where I'll show you how the cyber crimes are happening and how IT industry deal with the cyber crimes. So malware refers to any intrusive software developed by cyber criminals, often called the hackers, to steal data and damage or destroy a computer or a computer total system. So just now I told you the example like viruses, Trojan horses, spyware, adware, and before 1.5 or 2 years we had a ransomware where people have to pay the money in order to get the system unlocked. So these are some of the examples of a malware software. So the most classical example of a malicious site is one built to enable a phishing attack or a scam. So very dangerous, So they can attack the system, get the information, and then especially the people are looking from the government website or government institutions. Why? Because a lot of information is available on those websites. Generally, cyber criminals build a clone site of a known site, for example, their own bank site or a Amazon. So, I can put a clone site, I can put a duplicate site similar to the original one, and people will not be able to decipher between the duplicate and the original. Okay, or even a courier company website. So courier companies send a lot of information in terms of the packet, in terms of the courier. So this information goes to a third party for a malicious intent. So how do I identify a malicious website? Here are some of the prevalent sign of a threatening website or some ways to protect yourself. Number one, never click on a link embedded in an email. So as I just now told you, try to resist yourself, try to not get tempted into a email and what it contains as an attachment. Second, obviously all of us have to use our common sense. Third, look for the sign of a legitimacy. It is coming from a legitimate source. It is coming from an authentic source. If it is not, don't don't click it, and don't try to open the unnecessary email. Read the URL carefully. So, whenever you are reading or whenever you are visiting a website, please read the URL carefully. Is it HTTP or HTTPS, or the name of the site is Amazon.com or Amazon or Amazon, something like that. It appears to be similar, however, they are different. So, read the URL carefully. If it looks too good to be true, probably it is a chance for you to get into trouble. So check the properties of any link, and best way is type the URL in the website and then you will get the answer. So when more people are storing personal information on their computer, it has never been more important to protect yourself from the internet predator looking for gain access to your file. So one of the ways or one of the many ways to do that is by attacking your computer or trying to gather information from an infected or a malicious website you may just visit, or even if it is once, the best thing you can do is avoid a malicious website altogether. The most prevalent are signs of threatening are never click on the link embedded, even if it's sent from somebody you trust, always try to type the link on your web browser. Use a common sense, and does a website look strange to you? If yes, sensitive information, don't share your personal information, mobile information, your what we call as a personal account detail and things like that. If it looks unsafe, don't take the risk. Look for the sign of legitimacy. Does the website list contact information or some sign of a real world presence? If the contact information is available, call them and find out. So, in doubtful or in a doubt, contact them directly by phone or a mail to establish their legitimacy. So these are some of the ways by which you can protect yourself. Read the URL carefully. If this is the website you are frequently using or visiting, is the URL spelled correctly? Oftentimes, phishers will set up a website almost identical to the spelling of the website you are trying to visit. That is what the whole problem is, because we never read the URL completely. We are more educated, but look at the people who are not aware of it. So they will go for a duplicate or a similar looking kind of a URL and try to see the website, and then they will be compromising all their personal detail. So an accidental mistype may lead to a fraudulent version of the site. So if it looks too good to be true, it is probably it is. Is the website offering you a product or a service at the unheard of a price? This is the lucrative offer people give you. So when I get a lucrative offer, this is a big problem. So at an unheard price and maybe 50% discount or something like that, or a 25% of the price. So is an unheard price or a product or a service, and people get affected by, and they try to send their money, they try to buy the things, and then they are being cheated. Or maybe they are promising you to have a huge amount of investment on the return. So this is the whole problem. If the offer looks too good to be true, trust your instinct. Do some research to find out the views of the warning from the other users too. Okay, so check the properties of any link, right click on the hyperlink and select the properties will reveal the true destination of the link. Does it look different from what it claims to be? Okay, so you should always be on the lookout for the clues and telltale hints that you are on a malicious website. After all, it is a smart people noticing something wrong and reporting is that the available tool can do the job. So what should you do? Things to secure a website. So whenever we are visiting a website that asks for sensitive information such as a credit card number or your social security number or any or Aadhaar card number, the first step is you can do is secure your privacy by creating a very strong password of 12 to 15 number of characters, combination of uppercase, lowercase, some special characters and things like that. Okay, and never use a specific pattern, especially the date of birth, password as a password or any other sensitive information which is very much personal. Equally important is the verifying that any information you enter on this site is transmitted and stored properly. Once your information is entered online, it is transmitted as a plain text to anyone who is on the intercept. To avoid this, make sure that the website is encrypted. So you have HTTPS, secured website, encrypted website. So HTTPS, one such sign is to look for the URL on the website. A secure website URL begin with the HTTPS rather than the HTTP. The S at the end of the HTTP stand for the secure and secure socket layer connection. Your information will be encrypted before send it to the server. So at least you have better security available here. So another important point is whenever we are looking for the website, we are working on the browser. So there are one or two important thing you can try for. Another way or another sign is to look for a lock icon that is displayed somewhere in the window of your web browser. Different browser may position the lock in different places, but a few example of what may. So you can see here you have Google Chrome, you can see a lock symbol and it is secured. So you can see HTTPS, not HTTP. So check on the lock icon will give you a detailed information about the security status of the website. Mozilla Firefox. With Firefox, the locks icon may not be displayed directly. Click on the site icon next to the URL should you reveal the lock icon. Okay, and Microsoft Edge. Okay, so clicking on the lock icon will give you the detailed information about the security status of the website. So this is the first way we should look for, and this is how we can try to avoid a malware entering in our system. This is the first way to protect yourself and protect your information. Thank you.